Hello, my beautiful people. This is another long ass video, so buckle up. First up, we're making chicken cutlets and fried eggplant. This is my breadcrumb mixture. Seasoned breadcrumb, grated locatelli or any grated cheese you got, fresh parsley, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Now for the eggs. You just whisk a bunch of eggs. I put a little bit of half and half, milk, whatever you got, and you season it exactly the same. Fresh parsley, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and pepper. So I'm doing chicken and eggplant. Of course, I'm going to do the vegetable first. So I breaded that. I set it aside. And then I used this same exact setup to bread the chicken cutlets. Now on the stove, getting hot, I have a mixture of, I think I had vegetable oil and a little bit of avocado oil. And you just want to use something with a high smoke point. So that's getting hot on the stove and we're going to fry them up. Now, the key with eggplant is to cut it not so thick, so you can get that nice crisp on it without it being either undercooked or overcooked. And honestly, it's really the same thing with the chicken. Like when I make my chicken cutlets so thin, you need to keep your oil pretty hot so you don't overcook the chicken, okay? Because it's very easy for them to overcook. But I like a crispy chicken cutlet. Who don't? Now I'm just putting together a little date appetizer. It's stuffed with goat cheese and these homemade caramelized pecans that I made when I made that shrimp dish a couple of weeks ago, that Chinese takeout shrimp dish with the white sauce. So I still had some of those pecans. I use it as a little crunch aspect inside. I wrapped them in bacon, of course, and then the other half of that bacon pack I'm using in these peas. I fried up half, took it out, fried up shallots in the fat. I put a bag of frozen peas, a splash of stock, and some of this better than bouillon, and this is like the best peas side dish you'll ever make, okay? Top it with that crispy bacon, and it goes great with poultry. So for the appetizers, I had like a chilled seafood platter. So I'm making two different sauces. This is a homemade cocktail sauce, fresh lemon, ketchup, Worcestershire, hot sauce, and a shit ton of horseradish, fresh garlic, of course. And then I just stored them in mason jars in the fridge until we were ready to eat. Now, this was like, I don't know, I was kind of just going with the flow with this one. It was like a remoulade tartar situation. It was mayo, some of that horsey sauce from Arby's, garlic, fresh dill, fresh parsley, splash of Worcestershire, some chopped up cornichons, shallot, hot sauce, a little bit of ketchup, and capers. It was like a seafood dip, It was really good. So I also made ziti. That's in the video before this if you want to go check that out. But I made chicken cutlets and the eggplant parm stack is to go with that. So I just put it on a sheet tray like this. I did a single layer, put them down, put a little bit of grated cheese, some fresh basil on top, and then I went in with my homemade sauce. And then, your usual chicken parm. You top with some fresh mozzarella. Now for the eggplant, yes, you could do an eggplant parm. You put it in the tray. And, I do it like that too sometimes. But when I'm having company over, I like doing like this because it's easy for grab and go. I don't have to sit there, cut the eggplant. You do the same thing, eggplant, sauce, cheese, but you just stack like 2 or 3 on top of each other. And they look nice when you bake them up too. Now at that point, the chicken and the eggplant is already cooked. So you're just going to put that in the oven to get that cheese nice and melty. I put it in 425 for like 12 minutes. Now this was the shrimp. I just boiled this up with some lemon water, took it out, stored it in my fridge. And now in that same water that I boiled the shrimp, I'm doing a little seafood like steam pot situation for the crab legs. These are Alaskan crab legs from when I worked with them. They're always going to send you a little extra just in case you need to refilm or whatever the case is. And I was cherishing those and I wanted to bring the new year in with them and they were delicious. Now I'm making a little baked brie, okay? I have some Stonewall Kitchen pepper jelly. I cut a little bit of white off because I don't like the way it melts in the oven. Put some hot honey, some pecans, and I wrapped just the whole brie up in foil and I roasted it like that. I took the crabs out, I put them in an ice bowl as well, and I popped those in the fridge. Now, I feel like, what do kids like at these parties? I mean, my kids eat, whatever, but I have to make sure. So I did some coconut shrimp and also some pigs in a blankie. These are both from Costco. I put a little bit of the everything bagel on a few of them if the adults wanted it. Pigs in a blanket. Coconut shrimp. There is a baked brie in here with pepper jelly. These are the dates stuffed with goat cheese, wrapped in bacon. I already steamed up the Alaskan crabs. I just had them resting in the fridge with ice. And the same thing with the shrimp. I made homemade cocktail sauce and I made a homemade seafood dip. It's kind of like a mix between a mayo chop and like a tartar sauce. And we're gonna also build an antipasto. I have some chorizo. Now we'll start with the pepperoni over here. And I walk alone. He's walking alone, babe. Oh, it looks beautiful.
Anything else gotta go in?
No,
Shut
not
it?
right now. It's as hard as these four walls I wanna break.
You're welcome.
Man, you're worth the sacrifice. I have these mini dolmas. How cute. Perfect for entertaining. Oh, it has mushrooms. You just refill it as needed. I'm gonna plate up our Brie and the crackers. Sweet things. Cheers to the new year, my loves. Unreal. I'm gonna try to cut these crabs open for easy opening. Is that crazy of me? Like, who wants to really sit there and open crabs? And I also don't want to hand out like a ton of scissors to everybody, you know? And then you put them on the tray like that. I made a little homemade ice bed, okay?
What?
I put ice in the tray.
Beautiful. Take a sip.
These are the two dips that I made. I made a homemade cocktail, and this is like a homemade, like, Thousand Island tartar sauce situation.
No more juice.
Shrimps on this side. Crabs. This is part of the appetizer. Taste this. All right, that's good. I mean, I gotta taste to see if my sauces are good. Homemade cocktail. Delicious. Here's the finished products. There's the bowl on the table, the nice antipasto. I got the little piggies in a blanket, coconut shrimp. I put some ketchup, mustard, some sweet chili sauce. That's the Brie. Here's a nice Caesar, some peas, you know, how to put some green on the table. Anyway, if you make it this far, thank you. Love you.